Happy shop launch day! If you're new, hi. If you're not new, welcome back. My name is Sarah and I run my own small business called Colorfullysarah Shop, where I sell everything related to cross stitch, including cross stitch patterns, kits, and cute stitching accessories. So we go live in 2 minutes for my giant winter shop update. I have been prepping non-stop for the last 3 weeks. One of my cockatiels got sick last week, so that was kind of tough. And then on top of that, I got the flu, so that was just like a really rough week for me. But I will say I was able to post the YouTube video before the shop update, so hopefully this time you guys on YouTube were able to see that I was having an update and you can be here for this one. So I really don't know what to expect, but I don't know, we'll see. Oh my gosh, there are 82 people on the website. Okay, shop update is live. I'm trying not to freak out. Oh, we got our first order, You guys. There's 133 people on my website right now. This is like not stopping. Thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. It's been 3 minutes and we already have 60 orders. Oh my gosh. I also forgot to mention, I did, for this update, have a freebie needle minder for the first 100 orders. It's a really cute little candy cane. I had no idea that there were gonna be this many people. Now I feel really bad because I feel like people who got here at 12 still aren't gonna get candy canes because they're taking a little bit longer to check out. But also, okay, I will also say, so I'm also giving candy canes out to my Patreon members. So if there is an overlap with like some of the first 100 orders being my Patreon members, then I won't be giving like double candy canes to them. So it's like the first 100 non-Patreon orders, if that makes sense. So I'm really hoping that I can still give out as many candy canes as possible. There's still like 130 people on my website and it's not going down. Of all of my shop updates that could have been successful or a failure, I feel like this is the one that I really needed the most. Noodle's vet bills have been astronomical. I mentioned it in my last vlog, but I love this bird more than anything. I don't want to have to worry about money when it comes to her health. I just want her to live a long life and I want to do everything that we can for her. So just the fact that I have an income from my shop and I'm able to take care of my bird is just like really the only thing that I could ask for the holidays. So thank you guys so much. I am truly so grateful for all of you who support my small business. Well, we blew past the 100 orders. Some of you guys wrote little notes. I love reading your notes. I love reading your notes so much. Aww. My Patreon members really are the best. Thank you, Sarah. I wish Noodle well. Hi, Sarah. I absolutely love your shop. I'm so excited to stitch these cute patterns. You're doing amazing work. Keep it up. Hi, Sarah. I discovered your YouTube channel shortly after being diagnosed with OCD and anxiety. Hi, OCD anxiety friend. Thank you. I love you so much. I really can't say it enough, but thank you guys so much, genuinely, from the bottom of my heart. However, order packing is gonna have to wait because, surprise, surprise, we're taking Noodle to the vet today. So our appointment's in an hour and a half and we live over an hour away, so we need to actually head out like right now. But I will check back in with you guys on Monday and hopefully I'll have some good Noodle news as well.
What the dog doing?
If you've seen any of my previous vlogs, then you'll know that the way I prefer to pack orders is packing similar types of orders all at once. This kind of just helps me to have my packing station set up specifically for kits or for accessories because then it kind of helps me save space. But because of the freebie situation, I wanted to make sure that I was packing the first 100 orders first, whether it was a kit or an accessory box. At first, I was really excited about the idea of offering freebies because these needle minders were B grades. The colors didn't print as dark and vibrant as I had wanted, so I was torn between offering them as B grades or offering them as freebies, and what I ultimately decided was I would offer them as freebies for the first 100 orders, and then anybody who didn't get one with their order would be able to purchase one later. And you guys also seemed really excited about the freebies, but I ended up having so many people who were upset and disappointed. I know that I'll never be able to please everybody, but that's not going to stop me from trying. I think the main issue in this instance was that there were just so many people on my website to start with that it left a lot of people feeling disappointed. And also, because everybody was trying to check out so fast, I ended up getting a lot of emails from people who checked out too fast and made mistakes with their shipping address, and then it created a lot of additional work for me because I had to go back and update a lot of people's orders manually. So in the future, I feel like it would just be better for everybody if things went a little bit slower and everybody had plenty of time to check out and didn't feel so rushed. All in all, it just felt really stressful for something that was supposed to be fun and exciting. I would love to hear any ideas that you guys have on how I could make the freebie situation more successful in the future, because I really like giving away freebies every once in a while. I know not every small business is able to give away freebies like this, and I'm really grateful that I'm able to. You guys have done so much for me and my business, and I really want to give back to you whenever I can. But until I can figure out a better way to handle it, I think I'm just going to stick to freebie stickers for now. Do you want to show everyone your cone? You look beautiful. I'm back. Today is Monday. The vet visit went okay. We're just trying to continue on with her treatment. As for the shop update, we got over 300 orders this entire weekend. Luckily, there's a little less than 300 that I have to pack. So we got like 336 orders last I checked for like all the orders, including digital patterns, but I have like 280 something that I have to pack. But yeah, pretty much just been packing all day. I filmed a little packing reel for Instagram because I have to post Instagram content, but I also have to pack orders. I'm hoping I'll have some time to upload another cross-stitching video because honestly, I kind of miss posting cross-stitch content. It's hard because I'm a business owner and a cross-stitcher, so I have to post both, but man, if I could just post about cross-stitch, I would. Yeah, I've packed about 20 orders so far. So today's Monday. It's already kind of getting dark out. It's like 3 o'clock. I've been packing all morning. I was also getting some stickers ready because I realized I didn't print enough stickers for all of the orders. The only thing that I don't have enough of is some of the scissor fobs. The scissor fobs take me literally forever to make, so I didn't want to make a bunch of fobs that weren't even going to end up selling because they take a long time, so I'm just going to end up making the ones that have sold. Plus, some of you guys leave notes for your scissor fobs and you want specific things, so I should probably stop talking and I should probably just keep packing. I spent all of yesterday packing, of course. I really needed a day without the camera to just like lock in and pack as much as I possibly can. So we made a lot of good progress yesterday, but we still have like 200 orders left to pack. The other thing that I did yesterday and a little bit this morning, I made a few more magic floss glosses because I'm running low. I sold a lot more of those than I was anticipating, so I had to make a few more batches of that. And then the other thing that I was making last night were some more scissor fobs. And then as I'm making them, I'm referencing the listing photo so I can see, like, if you guys bought snowflake number 10, I can see what snowflake number 10 looks like, and I can do my best to make the scissor fob. I'm really glad I didn't make them all ahead of time because there's quite a few styles that haven't sold. I knew this was going to happen, but some of the scissor fobs sold out like immediately, and some of them are still completely in stock. So this was fun to try out, but I don't know. I think in the future, I may not have so many different styles available. It's hard because like the most popular scissor fob, I think, is the pink reindeer, and there were only 4 or 5 of each design available. So it left a lot of people feeling disappointed. So we're going to start today with packing some orders, and then at some point we're going to have to make some more scissor fobs because I made a lot last night, but I still have a couple more that I have to make. I might also have to make some more stickers today. Besides the first 100 orders getting a freebie candy cane needle minder, I'm also putting these little cozy hobby collector stickers in all the orders. Yeah, this is actually just a design that I made last year, but you guys really liked it, so I thought I would bring it back for this year. And I think it matches perfectly with the new blue winter packaging that I designed, so yeah, very happy with that. So with all that being said, I think it's time to start packing.
What the dog doing?
I think these winter scissor fobs are definitely my favorite set of scissor fobs that I have ever made. Specifically the pink Christmas ones, but I don't know, I really like them all. I really wanted to make sure that I had a good variety for people who celebrated Christmas and for people who didn't celebrate Christmas. And then I also wanted to have options for people who liked all the pastel colors like me, or for people who wanted more traditional Christmas colors. I was having so much fun with these scissor fob charms. I asked my Patreon members because when I bought the charms, I got them in a giant variety pack, and with all of the different variations that I had on my website, I still had over 50 different options, and like that wasn't even half of the available charms that I had to pick from. I was trying so hard to limit the number of different variations that I had, but it was really hard because I really liked all the different charms, and so did you guys. I personally always prefer having more options than not. I know for some people that can lead to decision paralysis, but I think for a lot of people they enjoy being able to pick specifically which charm they want out of a large variety. I tried to split everything into 3 collections to make it easier, so I had my pastel pink Christmas collection, my traditional Christmas collection, and my winter snowflake collection. So I think in the future I'll probably lessen it a little bit, but I don't think I would have 20 different options for each collection again. I'd probably try to keep it to 5 or 6. I spend so much time handcrafting each one of these scissor fobs. I loved coming up with different bead combinations and really taking my time to lay out everything before I make them, and I really like to make sure that each design is something that I would be happy opening if I got it in the mail. But I absolutely love how these all turned out. I really like the white holographic hearts, and I also feel like the colors just worked really well together. Once I was all done packing the first 100 orders, then I honestly kind of started procrastinating packing the really big orders. I just wanted to get through as many as I could and as fast as possible, and I felt like the bigger ones were kind of slowing me down a little bit. I was also a little bit nervous to pack everything inside the large white boxes because I've never shipped anything in them before. And when I was putting together the boxes, I was using water-activated tape for the first time. In case you've never heard of water-activated tape, it's basically just a dry, non-sticky roll of tape that gets activated and turned sticky when you put it in water. I've seen so many other small businesses use this, so I felt pretty confident in buying it myself, but I don't know, just the concept of non-sticky tape that becomes sticky with water. I was just really nervous that once I mailed everything, somehow the tape would suddenly become not sticky and my box would fall apart with all of my packages in it. But I knew I was probably just being anxious, and I was right because once the packages got delivered, people told me that everything arrived safely. I actually really like that every shop update that I have, there's a new challenge that I face. Like when I first launched my kits a year ago, it didn't even cross my mind that anybody would purchase more than one kit. And then when people did, it was really exciting because I was like, oh, you want more than one. It sounds really stupid now that I'm saying it out loud, but honestly, I could barely process the fact that people wanted to even buy one of my cross-stitch kits, let alone 2. And as my business continues to grow, I'll have more challenges like this. But I think it's really good that my business is always growing and always changing. I feel like I'm in over my head at this point. I've only packed about 20 more orders, but once again, I spent the whole day like prepping stuff. I had to make more scissor fobs, so the order packing process is going really slow, so I don't think I'm going to film again tomorrow. I don't know why. I just, whenever like I'm filming, I'm just spending so much time moving the camera and I don't make nearly as much progress packing as I should. So I'm going to try to get as much done for the rest of the night and tomorrow as I can, but I think I'm going to check back in with you guys on Friday morning. Hi guys, so today's actually Monday. I was really hoping to get all of the orders shipped out over the weekend, but that just didn't happen. I had way too many orders to pack. I feel like not only did I get more orders this shop update than I've ever had previously, I also had orders that were like more difficult to pack. Previously, people would just order like a single cross stitch kit and that was easier for me to pack. But now that my shop also sells stitching accessories, I had a lot of orders that bought kits and accessories, so I had to pack a bunch of things into one box. So I'm a little disappointed in myself because I couldn't get all the orders out within the week, but it's okay. It's Monday and they're gonna go out today, so I hope it's not too bad. I've gotten a few emails from people asking where their orders are and I feel so bad, but I just don't have time to respond to them right now because if I'm responding to all the emails, then it slows down my packing process. And then I also didn't want to spend time this week going to the post office. I just wanted to pack all of the orders and then go to the post office at the end. That's just always how I do my packing. It literally takes me so long to pack. I don't want to be going to the post office. I don't want to be going out and doing other things. Like, I just want to pack. I saved some of the big ones until the end because this is something that I've never had to deal with before, but I kind of anticipated it. So in my last shop update, there was somebody who bought like 3 or 4 cross stitch kits, and I realized I didn't have any boxes that were the right size to ship 3 or 4 cross stitch kits. So for this shop update, I wanted to make sure that I was prepared, and I bought some bigger white boxes that fit up to 4 cross stitch kits. Now the only issue is it fits 4 cross stitch kits and it kind of sort of fits one of the small white boxes that I use to ship accessories. So it basically fits 4 kits and 1 little accessory box. Yeah, I wanted to pack the big orders with you guys today because this is something new and I'm not really sure how we're gonna tackle it. Hi, sorry I'm crouched awkwardly over here. I'm so excited to pack this first order because it is the biggest order that Colorfullysarah shop has ever received. I'm so grateful. It was placed by somebody named Joanna. Thank you so much, Joanna. She left a really sweet little note that said, "I love your products. My daughter and I have been waiting to start cross stitching and she fell in love with your patterns." I love when you guys leave me notes with your orders because now I know how special this is because I learned to cross stitch with my mom and she learned from her mom. So mother-daughter cross stitch is really special to me. So thank you again so much, Joanna, and I'm gonna grab everything and pack your order.
All of the orders are packed. This is such a huge weight off my shoulders. I feel so bad that it's Monday, but that's okay. They're all going to go to the post office today, so hopefully you guys will get them really soon. Yeah, this is by far my best shop update ever. But thank you guys again so much for all of your patience as I packed all of this. This was like a week's worth of work for me, and I'm exhausted. So I think today what I'm going to do is I'm going to go drop these off at the post office. I'm going to take Noodle to her vet appointment. And then tomorrow I really need like a cozy, relaxing day. I need to cross stitch. I need to play Animal Crossing. I need to sit in my PJs and I just need to relax because this has been so stressful. I'm a little bit nervous with the post office because when I went to drop off the packages, I had too many, and typically they give me like a little wheelie cart and I just wheel in the packages, but this time they said because of the holidays it was too busy and they didn't have any bins available, so they told us to like pull our car around to the back and just like unload everything into their back room. But then there were no employees there, so I was a little bit nervous because it just felt like I was leaving all of the packages in the back room. I know that the post offices are already understaffed and the employees are overworked as it is, and then adding the holidays on top of that, I know things are just going to be really chaotic, so I want to be patient and not stress too much. As far as the stats go for the shop update, I have everything on my phone here. So in total, just during launch weekend, that means Saturday and Sunday, we received a total of 333 orders. A handful of those orders were for digital patterns, but by far the majority of them were for physical products. So 333 orders is absolutely amazing. Thank you guys again so much. I do think part of the reason that that number was so big was because of the Candy Cane Needleminder freebies. I think a lot of people wanted to get their orders in early because they wanted the freebie needle minder, but I feel really bad because the first 100 orders went so fast. And shortly after the shop update, I did post an Instagram story telling everybody that the first 100 orders had been reached, so that way if people were just going to place an order hoping for the freebie, then they wouldn't be disappointed. As far as the cross-stitch kits go, we sold a little bit over 200 kits, which is absolutely amazing. I think it's really interesting because I've definitely had launches in the past where I've sold more than 200 cross-stitch kits, but I haven't had as many orders. And then on top of the kits, we also sold over 100 scissor fobs, 100 magic floss glosses, and probably like 30 pairs of scissors. I think I mentioned this earlier, but almost every order that was placed ordered more than one thing. It seemed like a lot of you guys were like, well, if I'm gonna buy a cross-stitch kit, I might as well buy a magic floss gloss and a scissor fob and all these other things. So I think that's part of the reason why, even though I didn't sell as many cross-stitch kits, you guys bought more stuff with your cross-stitch kits than previous updates, so I think that that helped contribute to the overall success of the shop launch. But I think this is where we are going to end the vlog. So once again, thank you guys so much, genuinely, for such an amazing shop launch. If you watched this video all the way to the end and you enjoyed it, I would really appreciate it if you would consider subscribing. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!